Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor and privilege to be the chair of this session at this prestigious institution. And let me put a disclaimer. I am not an expert in tourism sector, but still I will try to address a few issues which I feel relevant to this session. As we all know that India, with its almost 11,000 kilometers of coastline and strategic location in the Indian Ocean, is poised to become a global leader by leveraging its maritime heritage and growing influence in the Indo-Pacific. India's maritime posture emphasizes safeguarding our maritime zones, enhancing coastal infrastructure, boosting tourism, and ensuring sustainable economic growth through the responsible use of ocean resources, ensuring both economic prosperity and marine environment protection. Key initiatives such as Sagarmala, Maritime Vision 2030, and Maritime Amritkal Vision 2047 drive India's mission by promoting port-led development, coastal industrialization, modernized logistics, cultural promotion, skill development, and environmental sustainability. With over 574 projects worth around 6 lakh crore planned under Sagarmala and goals like expanding port capacity to 10 billion metric tons annually and positioning India among world's top 5 shipbuilding nations. These efforts align with the vision of a modern, green and self-reliant maritime economy contributing to a Vikasit and Atmanirbhar Bharat. The Indian Ocean region is vital to India, accounting for nearly 90% of its trade by volume and 80% of its energy imports, making maritime security and regional stability crucial for a sustainable growth. Recognized by the International Maritime Organization as one of the top 10 nations in global seaborne trade, India adopts a balanced approach by leveraging hard power through advanced maritime surveillance and security measures while simultaneously employing soft power through economic collaboration, cultural diplomacy, and humanitarian initiative. Central to this approach is SAGAR, that is security and growth of all in the region, which emphasizes inclusive growth, maritime partnership, and sustainable development. The Indian Navy and the Coast Guard play pivotal roles in ensuring maritime safety and security within India's maritime zones and beyond, thereby creating a stable environment for trade and tourism. India's national strategy for sustainable tourism, launched by the Ministry of Tourism in April 2022, aims to position the nation as a global leader in responsible tourism by integrating environmental protection, socio-cultural preservation, and economic resilience. It promotes ecotourism to conserve ecosystems as a mangrove and coral reefs while creating coastal livelihoods. Maritime tourism has emerged as a significant driver of economic growth along India's coast, generating employment and fostering local business. The Government of India's National Cruise Tourism Policy aims to develop ports such as Mumbai, Kochi, Goa, and Chennai into world-class cruise destinations. Likewise, India's island territories, including the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep, hold immense potential for eco-resorts, adventure tourism, and water sports such as scuba diving, snorkeling, and kayaking. Coastal development is crucial as it not only strengthens maritime tourism and trade, but also supports maritime security initiatives. The Integrated Coastal Zone Management Framework promotes the creation of sustainable coastal infrastructure while safeguarding fragile coastal ecosystem. The National Coastal Mission and Coastal Regulation Zone notifications ensure that tourism and infrastructure growth are balanced with the preservation of coastal biodiversity. Development initiatives aim to modernize ports, enhance road connectivity, and improve ferry and waterway transport systems, thereby expanding tourism opportunities. Additionally, they emphasize on green ports, renewable energy integration through offshore wind and solar power, the low carbon technologies aligns with India's vision of a sustainable maritime future. Maritime tourism and coastal development are deeply interlinked, with each driving and complementing to the other to build a sustainable and vibrant coastal economy. Coastal development provides necessary infrastructure such as modern ports, cruise terminals, ferry services, and enhanced connectivity that facilitate growth of maritime tourism. Conversely, tourism creates jobs, supports local business, and highlights cultural heritage, making it a significant contributor to economic growth in coastal states. Through initiatives like Sagarmala, Maritime Vision 2030, and Blue Economy Framework, India aims to develop world-class maritime destinations that harmonize economic progress and environmental conservation, thereby reinforcing its maritime presence globally. India's initiatives in maritime tourism and coastal development are integral to its broader vision of blue economy, which focuses on sustainable use of ocean resources to drive economic growth, enhance livelihoods, and preserve marine ecosystem. The World Bank defines the blue economy as the responsible management of ocean-based activities while ensuring ecological balance. The vision aligns with Goal 14 of the UN SDG, which advocates the conservation and sustainable utilization of marine resources. India's approach to blue economy is comprehensive, combining tourism development, renewable energy adoption, community empowerment, and maritime security to build a resilient, inclusive, and environmentally sustainable coastal economy. Despite significant initiatives, India faces multiple issues in unlocking the full potential of maritime tourism and coastal development. Many coastal regions need modern infrastructure such as world-class cruise terminals and suffer from a shortage of skilled manpower, which limits their ability to attract high-value tourism. Inadequate inter-island transportation and non-availability of last-mile connectivity further reduces India's competitiveness compared to global maritime tourism hubs like Singapore or Maldives. Climate change, rising sea level, coastal erosion, and marine pollution threatens coastal infrastructure and ecosystem, necessitating sustainable practices, eco-friendly infrastructure, and stricter environmental regulation. Moreover, India also faces growing geopolitical competition from China's Belt and Road Initiative, which is making substantial investments in port and tourism infrastructure across Indian Ocean region, compelling India to strengthen its strategic and economic presence in the region. Maritime tourism can play a vital role in enhancing India's strategic posture in the Indian Ocean region by merging economic growth with soft power and an expanded maritime presence. Showcasing India's rich maritime heritage, cultural diversity, and historic trade routes through initiatives like cruise tourism, coastal circuits, and heritage projects strengthens people-to-people ties and regional goodwill. The development of tourism infrastructure such as ports, marinas, and eco-tourism projects in the Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep Islands serves dual purpose, boosting the blue economy while simultaneously enhancing logistical and strategic capabilities for the Indian Navy and the Coast Guard. These initiatives not only increase India's civilian presence in strategic, sensitive areas like Malacca Strait, but also position India as a leader in sustainable maritime practices and blue economy growth. Additionally, maritime tourism contributes to improved maritime domain awareness by increasing activity along coasts and involving local communities who can assist in security and surveillance efforts. It also strengthens India's regional influence by offering tourism-driven collaboration and development models as an alternative to China's investment in IOR nations. By integrating maritime tourism into Sagar Vision, India can advance its strategic interest building economic resilience and reinforce partnership with countries such as Sri Lanka, Maldives, Mauritius. Focusing on luxury cruises, cultural heritage circuits, and adventure tourism allows India to combine economic strength and soft power diplomacy. projecting itself as both a secure and attractive maritime hub while consolidating its leadership role in Indian Ocean region. However, due regard must be given to the importance of coastal security. Thus, a balanced approach encompassing both security and development is the need of the hour. To conclude, maritime tourism and coastal development are key enabler to India's vision of a blue economy where economic growth is balanced with environmental preservation and social inclusivity. By modernizing ports, enhancing maritime security, adopting eco-friendly tourism practices, and empowering coastal communities, India is building a future-ready maritime sector that will strengthen its national posture and global standing. Sustainable tourism supported by initiatives such as Sagarmala, Maritime Vision 2030 and Maritime Amritkal Vision 2047 is poised to transform India's coastline into a hub of cultural pride, economic prosperity and environmental stewardship. As India steps confidently towards 2047, these integrated efforts will not only contribute to a stronger economy but will also reinforce its identity as a responsible and leading maritime power of 21st century. With this, I conclude my topic.